in the mitochondria. So let's look at that first part in the cell cytosol or cytoplasm, glycolysis. So glycolysis is really a series of 10 enzymatic reactions that are going to break down glucose. And again, like I said, some of the fatty acids or the glycerol from the fatty acids and the amino acids can be used to enter into this enzymatic reaction pathway, but it takes some steps to get them there. So this is our standard glycolysis chemical reactions. And there's 10 reactions, like I said, but I'm not going to require you to know those, of course. What I want you to know is that this occurs in the cytoplasm or the cytosol. And you can generate from this 1 molecule of glucose gives you 4 ATP molecules. So here are the products on the bottom of this arrow. And here is what is required to go through these reactions above the arrow. Now, if you notice, there's 2 ATP that are required to even go through glycolysis. So really, it looks like you get 4 ATP, but you had to use 2 ATP to get there. So really, you only have a net result of 2 ATP from glycolysis. Now, there's some other things to make note of here. And remember, ATP is going to be built by adding a phosphate group to ADP. So you have ADP, which has 2 phosphate groups, and then you're going to add another phosphate group, form a bond, and that is your ATP. NAD essentially is a molecule that acts like a shuttle, and it's going to pick up hydrogen ions that come out of these chemical reactions. And so when it picks up a hydrogen ion, it's called NADH. This is important because these hydrogen ions are going to be taken or shuttled to the electron transport chain. And remember, the electron transport chain, like I said, is going to rely on a concentration gradient of hydrogen ions in order to make ATP. So the results of glycolysis give you pyruvate molecules. And pyruvate can do one of 2 things. It can be converted to acetyl coenzyme A, which is what I've shown you in the last slides. And this is to get to the aerobic respiration process. Or if you are doing high intensity workouts or something like that, a high intensity activity, and you have a quick energy need, then pyruvate can also be turned to lactate. But we're going to go the acetyl coenzyme A way.